So starting off with, Elliot's energy of the current situation, we have the moon, which, traditionally is about mystery and the unknown. But what I really feel like for Elliot, it speaks to feeling alone in the dark and being on a dark path and not really being able to see what's in front of you. When you're in the midst of depression, it's hard to see positivity in any ways. It's hard to see a way out. So I think that's what this energy of the moon is speaking to. Now, the Six of Wands, the energy that we're moving away from, typically this is about victory or success or triumph, um, feeling good about life in general. And since we're leaving behind this energy, it's telling me, Elliot's getting farther and farther down into his depression, and we're moving away from positive energy and moving towards the darkness a little bit. Now, this third card, this energy that will affect the matter, is the Hierophant, number 5 in the Major Arcana, which is, speaks to learning and the mysteries and tradition. So maybe it speaks to a ritual or a tradition or something that will help Elliot to mourn the loss of the cat in a better way. So maybe one of the things he could have is maybe a memorial service or some sort of celebration of life. Maybe there's someone in Elliot's life that he sees as a mentor. That could be this Hierophant. So up here in the top right, we have the most probable outcome based on the current trajectory. And we have the Four of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hermit. And I really see, the Two of Pentacles being a choice. So maybe it's a choice between, giving up or, taking a light and finding his way out of the darkness, which neither one feel great. All right, let's try this. Maybe the Four of Swords speaks to wanting to give up and being caught up in, his mind and the mental struggles. We have the Knight laying in its tomb. We have the Three Swords up above, which are his accomplishments, and the one sword that he's buried with as well. Focusing on this stagnancy of the mind that speaks to his depression. And maybe this is, ignoring the path or, drawing within with the Hermit. go leaving the world and comfort of others behind and really being alone in the dark in his depression. So this is, I feel like, speaking to, if he doesn't change anything, he's going to stay in this current cycle of grief. Now over here we have the Empress, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands, which, the Empress is about creativity and, being one with nature. She's a nurturer, Mother Earth. And the Ten of Pentacles here feels like it's about legacy and family. This is one of the more crowded cards of the whole tarot, with, dogs and family and children and the elder. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which, feels like he's fighting off a whole bunch of other people. So, maybe this is saying that rather than staying inside and focusing on his internal thoughts and being alone, maybe he needs to get out, visit with family. Maybe his family is out in nature. Maybe this is saying visit his mother, someone who provides him comfort, who will help fight off all the negative thoughts and help him see the brighter side of things. Being around more people might be able to help. Now, down here we have the advice, where we have, actions to be taken for the best outcome. We have the Chariot, which is the 7th card in the Major Arcana. We have the Six of Swords, and we have the Star of Hope. So now, this Six of Swords, I do feel like speaks to traveling and going to visit, some family. The Chariot also is a card of movement and moving forward. The world is not going to stop just because his cat died. He will still have to, move on, but he can take those memories with him, maybe these six swords, and he can honor his cat. But I do feel like this might be saying take a trip, change the space up a little bit. And the Star is Star of Hope, the North Star. It's finding that hope in the darkness, maybe starting something new. Now, if we look at over here, the influences outside of our control, or things to be aware of, which we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the High Priestess. You know, the aces are beginnings, they're offerings. Maybe this is, you know, something new. He's, you know, starting over without his cat. And, you know, sometimes that feels alone. There's no people here, it's just the one. And then we have the Three of Wands, which, you know, is about traveling and looking out across the landscape. We have the High Priestess, which, you know, speaks to our thoughts deep within us. So it feels like he's still going to have to carry this grief with him, but there's hope. You know, even as he travels, he won't be alone in his memory. He'll still have, you know, that higher power, that higher force looking over him as he starts over, which, you know, can be comforting. So I feel like we have the overall message from the cards today, however clunky it was, and I will definitely be changing this setup for the next video because this did not work quite how I was hoping, but that's okay. This is all a learning process, right? Other than me jacking with the camera and how terrible that is, let me know your thoughts for today, or if you have any questions on the reading. I don't feel like it was my best work, but you know, we're all having fun here. I do want to thank you all for joining me on this journey, and I will see you again tomorrow.